And welcome back to the Morning Blend with our pet project. All right, well, many people enjoy a good dip in the pool to cool off, but the water isn't necessarily a fun place for everyone or every pet.
Molly McKeown joins us from the Wisconsin Humane Society with some swimming safety tips. And Molly, I got to tell you, I think very few things are cuter than seeing a pooch swim. But I guess we also have to keep in mind that maybe they don't all love it or know how to do it naturally.
That's right. That's right. I think, the other week I was at the beach and I saw a man doing laps in the lake with his dog, and it was the cutest thing ever seeing him work so hard. But there are some dogs out there that you want to be really careful with.
I know, I see even, when I've been up north throughout the year, I see dogs in little vests, swimming vests too. So what is the best way that you actually introduce a dog to the concept of swimming?
Yeah, you want to start off with something small, like a kiddie pool in the backyard or like the shoreline, somewhere where your dog can wade into it and you can have a leash on them to make sure that they are doing okay. You should start with those steps before introducing them to a large body of water. You should also know that there are just some dogs out there that are just not going to be swimmers. It's just not going to be your thing. But you can still cool them down with some shallow water and a kiddie pool for them in the backyard.
So you really shouldn't force them into it if they give off a signal that they really are not into swimming. Is that true?
That's true. When you put dogs in water, you might see them do a little bit of a doggy paddle, but that doesn't mean they actually know how to swim. So they can go under really easily. So it is something that they have to work up to. There's some dogs out there, I've had dogs in my life where they just jump in. It was just so natural for them. But I also have had other dogs where you can definitely tell that their nerves were a little bit higher in the water and they were feeling more stressed than the fun that you want them to have associated with the water.
What should you know when it comes to just a backyard pool?
Yeah, you want to make sure that, just like with children, that you're out there and you can supervise them. So if you're not out there, make sure your dog does not have access to that pool. You're also going to want to make sure that if you do allow your dog to use the pool, that they have an easy way to get in and out of the pool, because they could get really tired. And if they have to make a big jump to get out of it, that could be really challenging for them and be a little bit dangerous as well.
What about natural bodies of water? What are some of the obstacles, or I guess I should say dangers there, that maybe don't exist with a backyard pool?
Yeah, there's a few things you want to make sure if you're ever going to go to a natural body of water. So the first thing is when you get there, make sure that you don't see glass on the ground or debris that your dog could step on or get into, like fishing hooks. That's something common that we see at the shelter, is dogs with fishing hooks, either that they've ingested or in their paws even. You're also going to want to make sure that you're not taking your dog to a stagnant body of water. So stagnant water typically has a lot of bacteria and pathogens in it, like cryptosporidium that can exist in that, and that can be really deadly for dogs. So you'll want to look at those two things. You'll also want to just check and make sure ahead of time that there's no advisories in that body of water. So if they are having issues with, extra pollutants or anything like that, and just check all those pieces out before you go.
Yeah, you think about, even just human swimmers who are good and they get caught in an undercurrent or something. Same, I'm sure, can happen for dogs. What should you know about your dog after they go swimming? Is there anything to be aware of, especially when you think of some of those mucky waters?
Yeah, rinse them off as soon as you can with fresh water. So when you get home, either, use your hose or give them a bath, and then you really want to dry around their ears. They're going to be prone to ear infections, especially if you have those floppy-eared dogs. That water can get trapped inside there. Then you're going to want to check them over for ticks and, different things in their body. Just make sure that they didn't get any bugs or, barbs or anything like that on them. Brush their coat out, and just make sure that they are still looking good.
It's so cute. It's great advice, Molly, especially during the season when it's so hot. People want to get outside with their dogs and swim. So make sure that you take it at their pace. Great to see you today. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you, Molly.
Nice to see you.
And you can find out about adoptable animals and more advice about swimming and other things by going to wihumane.org. You can also give them a call at 414-ANIMALS. The Humane Society is on West Wisconsin Avenue in Milwaukee.